So good morning, everyone, and welcome again to my channel, Keeping It Real, Alicia Nelson. Today on my channel, we have a very special guest by the name of Dean Williams. And first of all, I'm just going to ask him to kindly say a little about himself and what he does.
Hi, first of all, good morning, Alicia. Thank you for having me on your channel. Good morning to all the listeners,
Good
all
morning.
the members and subscribers on your channel.
Thank you.
Yep. So, a little bit about Dean Williams. I've been a professional musician for almost 30 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. And I started very young as a kid, going to primary school, playing the guitar and just whatever instruments they were around, I would pick them up and play.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved on to getting lessons at a music school. Then after that, in high school, I played in the school band. And by the time I left school in Form 6, I had already made up my mind I wanted to do music. I went about getting my grades and all that sort of stuff. And
Wow.
then plunged into Trinidad's music scene. And I didn't look back. So I'm still there today.
Wow, very good. So I could see that, this was a passion since young, since young
Yes, very true.
you wanted to become a musician and you just followed the certain steps and you place yourself in certain places where you need to educate yourself in order to do your music. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
I try to do it as much as possible. I have to give credit to um, other people who also helped me and influenced me as well,
Yeah.
you know, as well
Yeah.
as having the right attitude towards, doing work as best as you could,
Yes.
becoming professional and
Yeah,
trying to maintain that even to this day.
I understand. And what would you say for any person who wants to follow, like follow on your path? What is the right attitude? Because a lot of people, sometimes they don't. It might sound like a naive question, but a lot of people, when they start their, how to say it, when they have a passion for something, sometimes they are a bit confused because of the influence they may have, whether it be bad or good, and sometimes they are, how to say, twist, they are in between making a decision. But what is the right attitude? Is it the right attitude? You should be humble and go for what you want, or maybe to be, how to say it, maybe to be, most of the time people try to mimic others. What is your answer to that question?
Okay, well, for the most part, most of the elements you mentioned are actually correct. You need
Yeah.
to be humble. You
Yes.
also need to be patient. You need to be patient with yourself because you need to accept the fact that you're learning. So you're still a student, so there still would be a lot of things you're ignorant about.
Yes.
You may have your conceptions or preconceptions, or you may be looking at professional musicians online on
Yeah.
video or seeing them at shows. But that is still just one part of the aspect of becoming a musician that
Yeah.
you're witnessing. There are other parts behind the scenes that are very important, and some of them you don't get until you have certain experiences, or you don't get unless you have a teacher
Yeah.
or go to a music program, and then you start to mature, both
Hmm.
as a musician and also as a human being. That's a very important part. So being humble
Yeah.
um, with yourself as well as the others, projecting that humility,
Yeah.
having respect for your music, having respect for yourself.
Yes.
Avoid putting yourself in any environment or circumstances that may cause harm to you or to anyone else.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
do
That
unto
is.
others as you would do unto yourself, the golden rule,
Yes. Exactly.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Also to get an education. So get educated, learn
Yes.
about what it is you want to do to really make an informed decision because this affects the rest of your life
I like how
as
you
a
said.
career, as a vocation,
Yes, I like
right?
how you said that. I
Yeah,
think I think what you add there, I hope a lot of young people are listening. But if you do want to pursue a career in music, it's always good to have academics. So as well, go and do the studies further your degree in it.
that's right. That's right.
That is very important.
Whatever courses that you
Mhm.
find around, take them. Take as many courses as you can. Whether it's
Yeah,
a short course, whether it's a certificate, whether it's a workshop, if a
yeah,
musician, comes into town, went to Trinidad, they have a workshop, go to the workshops, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The cost will always, the benefit I should say, will always outweigh the cost at the moment. Because
That,
you get education, as I say, edification for the rest of your life.
yes, exactly.
Take it seriously, take yourself seriously, take what you do seriously, and with respect to influences and confusion,
Yeah.
avoid the influences that attempt to confuse you or mislead you. Go to the
Yes.
source, go to a teacher, speak to a professional you admire, ask them questions whether this is true or this is not true, whether
Yeah.
it is fact or whether it is a myth, whether this is the right approach, this is the right way to do things. Find out. I believe you could be employed as a musician, and there are
Yeah.
many stations you could choose to be a musician. You could be a minister in a church, you could be involved, a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
you could become a lecturer at a school or university. You could go into
Yes.
the primary schools or the high schools, teaching
Yeah.
music. You could be a mentor.
Yeah.
You could be a professional musician in the studio recording, for different people's songs and so forth. And, so many things you could do. I've done a lot of those things, along the way as well. I
Yeah.
have been a lecturer at community college, at private schools, at university. I've
Yeah.
done mentoring workshops, and I've done a lot of touring over the years and a
Yes.
lot of studio
That.
work for a
Yes.
lot of different genres of music, all
I
playing the guitar.
Very good. I want you to talk more about your touring experience because I think a lot of musician in Trinidad need to know that you don't need to be confined in one place, but traveling, I guess you will meet other musicians with different unique skills, and I think that too will enhance your, how to say it, your music itself. Can you tell me a little about your tours and some of the experiences you would have had? Because I
Okay.
see you went to Asia, Europe, you went North and Central and South America, and also I know for
Yes.
the Caribbean for sure. But tell me a
Yeah.
little more about these stores. Yeah.
Okay. Well, over the years, I've played various genres of music from calypso, from pop, R&B, classical music, a little bit of everything. Christian music as well. I played it for Sean Mitchell
Mm-hmm.
for several shows between Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
I've been, all up the islands to
Wow.
different jazz festivals,
Mm-hmm.
different music festivals. I've been to different parts of Europe, from Belgium to Spain to France to
Oh.
um, Norway and different places across there. I've been to Japan several times,
Wow.
passed through Korea, South Korea, as
Mm-hmm.
well as, Central America and so on, and North and South America as well.
Yeah.
So the music, with different artists, so you go with different bands, you have to work with different people. So
Mm-hmm.
again, you need to be professional, you need to have respect
Mm-hmm.
for the job and also the music that you have and the service that you have to provide to these different artists. So remember, you are coming in and you are meeting them.
Yeah.
These guys you work with, they're professionals already, so they expect a certain standard from you.
Exactly.
Very often you come in with a reputation and you need to uphold and maintain your reputation, on the job. So you need to learn the music before, be as prepared as possible.
Hmm.
Appearance is very important. You need to dress properly, groom
Yeah.
yourself, men,
Mm-hmm.
we often, slack off a little bit, but we need to maintain your personal grooming for the
Yeah.
results. To go to the airport, you need to look well when you're traveling.
Yeah. I can
To
agree.
avoid drama, how the airport could be for those of us who
Exactly.
travel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, for first impressions, you're walking into a studio or rehearsal space, you're
Yeah.
stage at a show, you need to look a certain way, look like neat, clean, look like you know what you're doing and you know what you're there to do. You're there to
Yes.
and to perform. Also meeting different musicians. Sometimes you meet musicians from different parts of the world who barely speak English.
Yeah.
You might know their language,
Mm-hmm.
at all, and you still relate musically because music is the universal language.
It is. It is.
I met
It
people
is.
in Japan who couldn't speak any English, and we played music together.
Mm-hmm.
in jazz clubs and other spaces and so on, and reggae and all these different things. So you learn from people despite having a language barrier. You share with the music, the love is there in the music. And also you
Yes.
learn from observing the skills and share as well. Music is also a demonstrative exercise. So if I
Mm-hmm.
am playing the instrument, somebody else who also has an interest in the guitar, they could look at me and learn from me from watching me play, and vice versa.
Yeah, it is so true.
Look at them and learn. Somebody playing the piano or the saxophone too,
Yeah.
they could learn from me, and I could also learn from them. So it goes beyond the language factor or barrier.
I like that. I like how
Yeah,
you add that too as well. And that is why it's good to travel and have those experience
definitely. You
plus
learn about
add
culture
all
as well, right?
exactly. I want to go on to our next question because I was really impressed by your bios, and I realized that you won a Silver Addy Award in the Caribbean region. Can you give some information on that, or iterate a little on that? Yeah.
Okay, the ADI Award is an award given to peers in the advertising community
Right.
from North America straight to South America, I believe. And
Mm,
they gather all the productions for the year, and their board, they rate them, and
you're
you
right.
win, yeah, in the categories. And I came second,
Mm-hmm.
with a suite of music. I did a series of theme songs
Yeah.
for a short series done by Unilever through the company CMB.
Mm-hmm.
And they submitted the music, all the music together as one group of music in the category,
Yeah.
um, music soundtrack. And it came second. So apparently it did really well
That's really good.
internationally, being rated amongst other international
Yes.
users and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I did all the music myself, at my home
Mhm.
studio, composed all the stuff, the theme, and mixed them and submitted them, and they were all played on the different shows in the series that was recorded. So I'm really proud of that, and it shows that you put your mind to something,
And it
and you
comes.
have some faith as well.
Yes. That's how
That
you have.
things can happen,
Exactly.
and you never know until you're trying.
Exactly.
As someone told me recently, you don't sit down and wait for it to be perfect,
Mm-hmm.
then to come out. Just same thing for musicians too. Don't
Yeah.
sit down home and practice in the closet home or your
Exactly.
bedroom, waiting for that day when you think you will be perfect, because that day will never come.
Exactly. You
It's
need to
best you
go
come out, start
here.
getting stuff done, and as I say, remain humble and
Mm-hmm.
patient with yourself, because mistakes are gonna happen,
Exactly.
and they are all learning.
It's a learning
Mo-
process.
that's right, they're all learning moments. That's what the mistakes are. So make them.
Mm-hmm. Make them in truth. So
Yeah.
I want to talk about something because I think this might be the most important questions for the entire interview, but all questions were important about your big show coming up on Sunday, the 4th.
Oh
Can you
yeah.
tell me about the show, the location, the time, the price, and the dress code, and what is the theme of the show itself? For those
Okay.
who may want to know. Yeah.
Okay, great. This show is called Celebration of Life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a celebration and gratitude and giving back to my career. You know,
Wow.
having done it for such a long time, and I have to be grateful for that, and I need
Yes.
to celebrate that. For myself, and I think also too, it will also inspire others, and also too is a moment to celebrate with my peers, people who have been there with me.
Trade journey.
That's right, and
Of
assisted me
that.
as well. I want to show them, give them some gratitude, as well as mention them as well in the process of this show. I haven't done a show for the last 3 years at this venue called Kaiso Blues Cafe. It's
Mm-hmm.
a venue run by the legendary artist Carl Jacobs.
Wow.
You may have heard him, Carl and Carl Jacobs, husband and wife team. They had
Yeah.
migrated to Miami and they had a club out there. And then
Right.
they returned to Trinidad and opened a local club, which has
Right.
music, I would say 6 days a week.
I must
Live
go there.
music,
Yeah.
entertainment, a really wonderful venue. So you need to
Right.
check it out. So
Yes.
my show is called Celebration of Life, the Dean Williams Quartet. and it's on Sunday, the 4th of August at 7:30 p.m. Okay? Tickets are $150. The dress code is elegantly casual. I would advise ladies to wear something warm because the venue has some really good air condition.
Oh, I
And
see.
at night, and you know how the weather could be these days, sometimes it's rainy and chilly at
Mine
night
is
and evening. So wear something warm because it's
something
going to
for
be
my
at 7:30 p.m. Sunday, the 4th of August at Kaiso Blues Cafe. This is number 1D Wrightson Road, Port of Spain. It's about two buildings heading west after the big fire station on Wrightson Road. You
right.
know?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
right. Another thing to mention, the music that will be played will include my compositions, originals, as
Mm,
well as covers and renditions of songs I liked over
yeah.
the years and had an impact on me and influence on me. So they'll range from R&B to um, I would say gospel
Mm-hmm.
to folk music to country and western music and all,
Yeah.
right? To rhythm and blues. I said that already. To
Yes.
yeah, to the blues, which is Black American folk, as well as to calypso and some jazz fusion. I have some special guests too, artists who have also worked with me. They
Yeah.
include the powerhouse Kay Allen. Everybody knows
Mm,
Kay Allen.
yes, we do.
You
We
know,
do.
huge voice,
Yeah.
and Enigma
Oh, very
herself,
nice. Yeah.
right? We have another lady on the steel pan, very, very talented, very experienced too, Natasha Joseph. If you don't know about Natasha, you need to
Yeah.
come and check her out, right? Natasha is a huge icon too in the pan. And another lady again, another queen. This
Yeah.
is the young Maya Scott. I'm sure
Yes,
some
I do.
viewers
Yeah.
would know Maya, right? Maya, is doing really well in her career. I think
Very,
she's on
very well.
the upward trajectory of
Mm-hmm.
her career, singing wise and so forth. And
Yes.
also, I have two males on the cast. I have Mr. Crisson Joseph. This is the son of the late Penguin, who is
Right.
also a calypso icon. And
Right.
Crisson himself is an expert in calypso. He also does opera as well. She's very versatile and R&B. So
Yes.
he'll be there. And we have a quattro player, I would say a quattro expert,
Mm-hmm.
a young one called Dominic Thompson. You
Wow.
know, he studied under previous quattro players, not only in Trinidad but also from South America. So he'll be there adding his flavor to the mix. So
Very.
from time to time between my originals and leading my band, all these guest artists will be coming on sharing the stage with me.
I
And
see.
they're all there for a reason as well. Each of them, had something really important to influence and contribute to my career. And let me don't forget the band. The band consists of bass player and the musical director Andre Jack. You know
Wow.
Andre well,
Andre.
right? Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
big up
Yeah.
to Andre. Mr. Charles Ryan, great keyboardist, actually a multi-instrumentalist
Mm-hmm.
from the Ryan family, Charles Ryan.
Yeah.
And we have a surprise on the drums,
Hmm.
a musician who came down from Toronto, from Canada, who's playing with us.
Very
Some
nice.
may know him. Um, by the time this probably goes up, right? His name is
Yeah.
Richards, David Richards. I don't know if you know him, but those of us who in the music scene and the calypso jazz scene and so on would know David. So David is
Mm-hmm.
back in town for a very short time, and he, agreed to do this show with me. So I'm very, very grateful.
I'm very, very grateful. But going back to Dean Williams, I just wanna, for those who may want to get tickets, where can they get these tickets? I want you to mention
Okay, well,
information.
you can get tickets at the venue at Kaiso Blues Cafe, probably during the day and into the evening and the night. Again, that's 1D Wrightson Road, two buildings on heading west after the fire station on Wrightson Road. You can also contact me at 681-3326 for tickets. It's advisable to go to the venue, get your tickets, and also try to make reservations or come very early. Come early to get your seats because people tend to walk in and the space has limited seating. You know, you don't want
Yeah.
you sitting down somewhere in the back and you're missing everything, right?
Nah,
When you
yeah,
come
one
to
that's
tea,
good.
get a good seat, be comfortable, keep your seats, and have a table. You could also have dinner, hors d'oeuvres, cutters, and stuff there at the venue. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's just a really wonderful place. It's very safe with a lot of parking space. You know,
Yeah.
security, well lit, fully air conditioned, spacious area, and a wonderful stage with a lot of musical, what could I say? A lot of musical tributes on the walls, paraphernalia. You see instruments hanging on the wall. You'll see
Mm-hmm.
pictures of various artists, their album covers, all these different things. So it's really a wonderful place full of musical culture of Trinidad and Tobago.
That's
Kaisuku's
really
Cafe.
nice.
They need to come down there and they need to come out to the show. You know,
Yes, you
the
need
DM's
to.
Quartet in concert celebration of life, Sunday the 4th of August, 7:30 p.m.
So I hope everyone get that information there to come on to the show. Support he mentioned where we could get tickets.
Yeah.
And finally, is there anything you want to add before I go? Because I want to play the two piece that. Can you tell me about the two piece that you sent to me that I'm going to play right now? Uh,
Okay.
a woman's sweetness. A woman's
Yes, A
sweetness.
Woman's
Yeah.
Sweetness is an
Mm-hmm.
original song I wrote for the Parlor Music album. Parlor Music is the name of the label.
Mm-hmm.
Run by Michael Lauchutong, who also has his
Right.
own group called Ilan Pale.
Right.
This is a collaborative album
Right.
with different artists. I contributed two original pieces that I wrote and arranged myself. So Woman's Sweetness is a tribute to women, you know, and also I would say females because it's a beautiful song, it's a sweet song.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it applies to all the females in our society. And I think, you know, now more than ever, you need to give tribute to all women from very
Yes.
young until they
Yeah.
become mature. Because you've seen a lot of things in the news and so on. I don't want to be negative, but you've
Yeah.
seen a lot in the news where it seems that people, men especially, aren't
Yeah.
treating women as they should,
Yes.
you
It's so.
know? And
Yeah.
we need to fix that.
Yeah.
So we need to highlight that as significant,
And
you
the
know?
next, yeah, and the next piece, can you
The
tell me
next
about that?
song has a Creole name, Le Jouer Guitar,
I was
which means
trying to get that. Can you pronounce
yeah,
it over?
right?
Can you
Le
pronounce
Jouer,
it over?
Le Jouer Guitar.
Le jouer guitar.
Yeah. So
Right.
he plays the guitar, and
Right.
this is a sort of a Caribbean jazz with an African flavor as well,
Mm-hmm.
and it focuses on the guitar in a, I would say, in a sort of a folk Afrobeat kind of context, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a
So
Caribbean type
now what I'm
song,
is a
you
Caribbean
know.
type of song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very happy song focused around that guitar style,
Very nice.
that African guitar style. So I
Very
hope
nice.
you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed.
Yes, but Dean, before we continue here, I just want to play these pieces for the audience so they could hear a little about
Wonderful.
your song and what you do, right? So I want everyone to hear the both pieces. It's going to play just now, and yeah, uh, let's get a taste of some of his music as it
All right.
loads. Yeah.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for that as well, I
Mm-hmm.
would mention that I'm also a music teacher and I have obtained 2 degrees at University of Trinidad and Tobago. My
Mm-hmm.
BFA, my first degree, I also obtained my master's in social sciences at the university, and I've also been, a part-time lecturer as well as a music instructor at university, as well as at Custard and several private music schools, including Camerata Music School, which is
Yeah.
based in Princeton in the East. So I'm also a teacher and educator. I've been composing music. I'm also a solo artist with my original music that we're gonna hear soon.
So, hi, Dean. I want to say I really, really like that piece. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes, I know it wasn't hearing any music. It was a bit quiet, but I was
Okay.
playing actually a woman's
Woman
sweetness.
speak. Yeah,
Yes, and I really, really love that piece. So what I would do, I would play that also for the audience too as well. But before we go to a close, I just want you to give more information back again concerning the show we have on Sunday. So for those who need to get the information, they need to get tickets, they know exactly what to do. Can you give them more information, Dean, please? Yeah.
sure. Celebration of Life, Dean Williams Quartet at Kaiser Blues Cafe on Sunday, the 4th of August at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $150, and you can get them from me at 681-3326 or at the venue at Kaiser Blues Cafe, number 1D Wrightson Road, which is 2 buildings after the fire station, heading west on Wrightson Road. So dress elegantly casual, be warm, and come early to get your seats or make reservations in advance. That's it.
Thank you so much, Dean Williams. I want to say
Thank you,
it
Alice.
was, yeah, where's that, Dean?
Thank you. It's been my pleasure and it's an honor to be on your program.
Exactly, is an honor. I look forward to work with you again too as well. Maybe something to do with my channel for sure. Want to incorporate some of your music or
Well,
your
I
instrumental
you
on
to
my channel
come down to the show, you know,
on on Sunday.
kid waiting for you. Yes, definitely. You
Or the only thing is because I'm a model too as well on the sideline. I have a fashion show on that same Sunday, so
okay?
I
You're
would so I'll be modeling for Red Runway on Sunday too as well. But for your next show, I would have the opportunity to see you. Your next.
definitely, and I could always come back in and chat about the show, chat about anything you want to discuss,
Yes, yes, for sure, for
music,
sure.
all of that too. As an educator and person about culture, I enjoy
Mm-hmm.
speaking about our culture, and I think it's very
Exactly.
important to us in this space to have more discussion about it. So thank
Exactly.
you very
And I
much.
just,
All the best to
yeah,
yourself and the subscribers and listeners online.
thank you very much. So as Dean said, don't forget people to subscribe. My audience, sorry, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Keeping It Real, Alicia Nelson. Always remember to like and subscribe. This was Dean Williams on my channel today on my podcast, and I want to tell him thank you so much. I look forward to working with him and networking with him too as well, because that's the aim for us as as musician, as podcasters, as people who do a lot of entrepreneurship. We look to network with people of similar minds and to enhance and grow our business. And you could agree with that, Dean, right? So you never know. Maybe I could be maybe a talk show person for you, or maybe you never know. Do some interviews. So if we have any,
See, what you should have come down to the show and been my MC this Sunday.
yes, exactly. But I think there will be another opportunity for that. So please have my name down on that list so I could be an MC for your next program coming up, Dean. That
For
would
sure.
be totally
I'm not
good.
complaining,
Okay.
definitely.
So, Dean, I want to say thank you so much. And it was really, really a pleasure having you on this channel. And for everyone